nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. The short one there taken in by Ferguson. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 32-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the Niners are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Okay, partner, a couple points of interest right here, all right? Offensively, we see that they came out throwing the football, but maybe more importantly, the blitz that came defensively, they got right after it.
And you were telling me pregame before we came on air, you think this is something we could see a lot.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it because this is a unit that wants to play the game on their terms.
Purdy from the gun on 3rd down. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. Here comes the 49ers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. That's taken it around the 40. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Left side to Lamb. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. They run here with Dowdle. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They run again with Dowdle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll run here with Lipke. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And this 49er defense stands tall down near the goal line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Final play of the half. Purdy.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
And, Charles, a scoreless first half. How does that change how you assess things here moving forward?
Well, it doesn't change it a whole lot because, remember, it's still scoreless, which means you're starting from 0 again, so you just have 1 half to play instead of 2. What I would look at my play sheet, though, and see is something that maybe loosens things up for my guys, gets a smile on their faces, and gets them going to begin the second half.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Throwing here, Purdy.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And so many times we look at the opening drive of the third quarter as a tone setter, and many coaches do emphasize it. And that's a strong performance there defensively to force the incompletion and, more importantly, force a quick punting situation.
On 4th down, here's Purdy. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Let's go now.
Purdy looking to throw.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Here we go. Here we go.
Play action, and now here's Purdy to throw it. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's not the first time they've gone his way on this drive, and they were obviously keyed into him because they were there to help break that pass up.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
Purdy sets up to throw again. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here's Purdy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Purdy now to throw. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. McCaffrey running up the middle. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
This time they'll throw it. Here's Purdy.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Mason. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Jordan Mason from 6 yards away. And the 49ers have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the fourth. Jake Moody now for the point after. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game. And there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Now Prescott. Pass complete to Jalen Tolbert. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. This offense in good shape. 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah! Here we go!
Here's Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Out of his hands quickly to C.D. Lamb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and a yard. Prescott. Oh, and that nearly ended it. That should have been intercepted, but he cannot corral it, and that is a lifeline there with 3rd down coming up. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now Dak. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throws made.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted.
picked up by Leonard Floyd. And the 49ers have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
Flush to his right. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
So the victory here for San Francisco.
And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take...
Boy, it's a picture-perfect afternoon here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The roof is open, and it is time for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
They met in back-to-back Super Bowls in the 90s, and they're together again. The Cowboys and Bills are underway.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Looking to pass. First play is Prescott.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. So much for coming out throwing as it leads to an early second down and long. Here's Prescott.
That's into the hands of Tolbert. Into space at the 45. And he's going to get this down inside the 40 before he's finally ridden out of bounds.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Here's Prescott under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Terrell Bernard getting in there to drop him for a sack.
They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Though he's seen some good pressure defensively already here in the first quarter, here's another good example.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Had just the one big play on the drive, but that was enough to put him in field goal range.
Yeah, one big play of what they hope will be many others throughout the game. Every team has a different target for the number of plays like that, those explosives that we talk about. That allowed them to put points on the board on that drive. Let's see how the rest of the game goes.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Allen.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Yeah! 26.
Prescott from the gun on third. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jordan Toby, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage. And his kick is no good. It's an early miss. We'll see if that has any ramifications later here as the afternoon wears on. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. And they'll send the slot in motion left.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo.
Khalil Shakir.
A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Bills are back within a score. So the touchdown there, and that play, the tap pass, so simple, Charles, on the face of it, but what makes it so difficult for defenses to stop?
I think it's the precision and the quickness in which the play occurs, because the snap gets to the quarterback. He's essentially playing volleyball with it, just immediately just shoveling it forward. And when that receiver is at a full head of steam, if you don't take the edge away, he's got a chance to get to the corner and get upfield. But if you take the edge away, that's your chance to disrupt that play.
And no disruption there, that's for sure, as it winds up 6 points.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it as we resume action. Here's Bass now to send it away.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
Prescott. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. Fourth down, Prescott. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here.
Go. 56, 56.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Now Allen.
Out to the flat here for Johnson.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th.
56, 56.
So they're going for it, and here's Allen.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Throwing now is Allen. And he'll just get rid of it.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Allen now looks to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Allen going to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they backed up even further.
Touchdown, Bills! Keon Coleman as the first half is winding down.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
There we go.
Throwing, Prescott.
Right back to Tolbert.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Brandon Aubrey on for the Cowboys field goal. A 51-yard attempt.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone.
44 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Dowdle will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Give him 18 on that one, as the Bills are going to have a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8.
From midfield, here's Allen.
A short throw pulled in by Kincaid.
Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well, because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. To the air, Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Curtis Samuel, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Bills have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter.
They'll try and run it here. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this third quarter of play. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second and 6, just inside the 30. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
To throw is Prescott.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down. Prescott to throw it.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. 2 important parts to that play. 1, you get a first down, obviously. Charles, 2, managed to get out of bounds.
Love the way you dissected that, but he threw it in the middle of the field. So they picked up the first down, but he had to work his way to the sideline to stop the clock. What a great effort.
And he pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Second down, goal to go. Now Prescott going to change the play.
Second and 6.
He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Rico Dowdle.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Cowboys answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead.
They do tack on the extra point as well, and that will make this a 4-point game.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This is 1st and 10. Here's Allen. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Trying to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away, though.
You're so right. Understanding where they are in the game, you got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
Throwing, Allen. Into the hands of Cooper.
And some room to roam now.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. Now Allen.
And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And the Cowboys have just about...
Hey, yo, fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Hey, break down, stay down, look what I make now. Hit boy, earthquake, boy, it's a shakedown. I done so much work, they think it's fake now. Big fish, every beat is just bait now. Got rich, some switch, they try to hate now. Leave, I'm straight, I got a rake now. Need cheese, cash app, Venmo or PayPal. Pumped up to the max, I'm finna break down. Flow water, big trip, boy, this a gray cloud. Highlights, ball is life, my whole take, wow. Big boss, hella chicken, I feel like Rick Ross. Why you going so damn hard? They got me off these new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. Hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. These new can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy, work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury. Luxury. Ha, these luxury. Ha, luxury. Ha, ha, they can't with me. Slow it. I ain't finna stop till they make the rap blow it. Shout out, y'all, she was with me at my lowest. Best baby daddy in the world, and you know it. I thought that I was done, he said hop back in. Made it to the league, this is not Pac-10. Headline set, that's a big back end. Let the beat drop, bring that back in. Fresh out the beta game in my jeans. Black, slap, what do that mean? It mean that banging. Have my hand out, let me hang. Ay, these no can't with me. If I do a song with you, that's a luxury. If hit boy work with you, that's a luxury. Don't step on my Crocs, these luxury.
From a building that can get louder than almost any in the National Football League, this is GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium. Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reed to get this one going. And we're underway from Kansas City. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he is hit hard shortly after that catch. Great job hanging on to that, but only a small gain on that play. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's swallowed up in the middle. No gain on the run. Stopped on the play by Big Chris Jones. Prescott now on 3rd down. He has the first over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
And his charge towards the line, it's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war in field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Couldn't bring it in over the middle, incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and 4th and 4 coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Catch made by Cooks. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. All right, set now, 1st and 10.
Yeah! There we go!
Now a give running right. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Just a little short, but still a 9-yard pickup. That's going to bring up 2nd and 1.
Yeah, there we go!
They give it to him again. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Finds him on the crossing route. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Give him 24 on that play. And now they have a 1st and goal. All right, still scoreless through 1 quarter, but that looks like it's going to change pretty soon. Couple of zeros on the board right now. Back to Arrowhead in just a moment. Time for our 2nd quarter now. Let's see if the Cowboys can capitalize here in the red zone. They'll try and punch it in. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Now Dak to throw. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And now it'll be 3rd and goal. Dak now from the gun. That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. So now they're left with 4th and goal. Gay's kick is good. And that's going to get them on the scoreboard.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
McCole Hardman now on the return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Now it's the first carry for Isaiah Pacheco. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Tackle made by DeMarcus Lawrence. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. Off the play fake, it's Mahomes. Hauled in by Worthy. Get some space around midfield. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Out left, Worthy makes the ground. And he's taken down at the 30. It goes as a gain of 19 yards. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. That's complete, Isaiah Pacheco. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's caught by Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Kansas City! The Chiefs get some late points and the lead. It's a Marquise Brown touchdown. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you can go find not just a...
And he won't get away. They bring him down. The sack prevents them from adding another 2 more to that lead. Reed now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. 1st down, here's Dak. Ferguson there to bring it in. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So 2nd down coming up. Throwing again is Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. 3rd and just 2 to go. Another throw for Prescott. Connects on the crosser. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys take the lead just before halftime. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Hardman with a return. The return manages to get just beyond the 30. It's 1st and 10 for their final drive of the half. We've got 23 seconds remaining. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, he falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the...
He's got it in inside the 25. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Kansas City. The Chiefs take the lead just before halftime. Xavier Worthy, the touchdown. So the Chiefs going for 2 once again. And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half, but they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Only 10 seconds remaining here, so 1st and 10 may be our last snap of the half. He'll throw it. It's taken in by Lamb. And they crush him right near the marker. It looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that first down before the hit. One last play before the break. Looking to throw. Gets everything he has under this throw. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We got 2nd down. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Yellow! Attack, attack! Right side!
A counter give here to Pacheco. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Give him 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Shotgun handoff to Piron. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost when he busts those tackles.
And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Can I have a moment, Kate? Just a moment to marvel at how well they reacted to that play on defense. They were all over it from the start, getting behind the line to blow up the play that how many times do we see as highlight reel touchdowns going the other way?
And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. No luck finding his receiver that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. That's Jordan Lewis. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys jump in front now by 5. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. Oh, he shows some burst on this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. All right, the Chiefs in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Mahomes gets it to him on the screen. And he's going to be brought down at the 42.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Play action, Mahomes. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And now they'll face a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun. Here's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And it'll be first down, Kansas City. They'll give this up the middle to Pacheco. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on first down. You just want some yards to set up an easier second down play. But they will take that execution every time. That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
2nd and 10 now. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. He's back to throw. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. They'll keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on 4th down.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
They're now set for 1st and 10.
Yellow.
Running out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now they'll throw out of the gun. He's on the move. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw it. He's got the first down grab and still going. And this is down all the way to the 3. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards him with a 1st and goal. Throwing is Mahomes. Touchdown, Kansas City. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
And he's into the end zone, so that turns out to be a very smart risk. They've got the lead in this 4th quarter. Well, that right there, a very important 2-point conversion, Brock. Their lead now up to 3. A field goal would only tie this one.
Yeah, the math was pretty easy on that one, right? You know what it does. It puts you up 3 and forces a field goal on the other side. But I'll tell you what else I like there, Kate. It's psychology. Puts a little seed of doubt on that other side. Maybe if you come into this moment later in the game, and certainly an injection of confidence for your offense, that they can deliver in the clutch.
Throwing on first is Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give the quarterback a chance.
And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Watch it! Wait it!
Dak now from the gun. It's caught, Ferguson. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
He'll look to throw it. Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Setting up to pass. Throw complete to Lamb. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down. Here he is to throw. Completed over the middle. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. Back to throw. Hits his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. So they call a timeout. So that is their final one. And with time left for maybe 2 plays, let's see what they do. Do they chance it or do they just kick it now? Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime. Aubrey now to kick this one away.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
1st and 10 from the 41.
Yellow! Right.
Here's Mahomes. That one's cut along the left sideline. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Has this at the 6. They'll bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Hand off to the back. And he's brought down by a collective effort there. Only 1 yard on the carry.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Kill! What do you think?
Dak off the play fake. Oh, big interception here. Picked up by Jalen Watson. And the Chiefs surprise them with the interception and now have a chance to win this game. You want that ball first in OT, Brock. You get the chance to control your own destiny. But what a stunning turn of events now as that interception gives this team a chance to win it all right here.
That just can't happen. I mean, offensively, that just can't happen. But defensively, I know exactly what those defenders are saying as they're running off the field. Okay, now's your time. Go finish this pick, go win this game, and let's go celebrate in that locker room.
And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And the Cowboys scoop it up. Going into overtime, don't we always focus on the offenses being the hero? Which offense is going to be the hero that ends it? But Brock, the defenses, the real superheroes in this one.
No question about it. It's been that side of the ball that's taken charge to try and set up a win. And if they're able to score to finally end this game, it won't be the score people are talking about. It'll be about them forcing the fumble to set it up.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Here's Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. Escapes a defender. And he'll get this up to the 18-yard line. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. First down, here's Dak. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of fourth down. The Cowboys setting out their punting unit. And this needs to be a good one. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Jukes one defender. And a big hit on the return to stop him cold. That punt goes 63 yards. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That pass is complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be marked down about 4 yards away from that first down marker. Back to the line they go. It's second down. From the 41. He throws a bullet deep to the right. Oh, big interception here. Donovan Wilson picks it off. And the Cowboys finish up this overtime with the interception. And we'll get another one coming up. Well, this is just the game that never ends, it seems. Shout out to my 80s kids. I know you know that song. That overtime is in the books. It is time to flip the field and start another overtime as we wait for a winner. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Prescott here from the gun. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Dak to the air here. It's taken in by Lamb. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down. The handoff on 3rd and short. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Working quickly here. First and 10, Prescott. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Massive hit. The ball is out. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Catch me. Oh, what a hit. Jars the ball loose. Oh, and they got it back. This play is still live. Now Dallas is going to call its second timeout. And that'll leave them with just one remaining in overtime. Still on the move, coming to the line for first and 10.
Yeah, here we go.
Dak throwing again. That's going to be caught by Cooks. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's second and 1.
Yeah, here we go.
Another throw for Prescott. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Going to the ground again on first. And that's only 1 yard up the middle. Going to be second down. Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Another carry for him. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on third down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
And he's able to get this to the 32 before going down. That one gains 7. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. The kick is good. He got it. And they've taken back the lead. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And they only needed to set him up with a shot to connect and win it with 3, and his aim was true to make it happen and put an end to this competitive ball game. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Kansas City.